Hi everyone, I'm Nicole again with Guiding Echoes, the channel that helps you to discover the wisdom of your soul. In this video, we are reviewing the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle, and this was created by Judy Hall, and it is published by Watkins Publishing. So first off, this is the beautiful box that it comes in. As you can see, it seems pretty basic, right? And then in order to open it, you just pull this tab and it slides out just like so. So that's the type of box that we have here. And it's a nice, pretty sturdy box, so you're not going to have to worry about getting a replacement box for your cards and booklet once you receive your deck. So here we have the book, which we're going to go into a little bit more, and you can see how it has a nice little pocket for the cards, so you just get them out like so. Whoops. And they come out pretty easily, as you can see. So sometimes when different publishers create boxes in which there is a cutout for the cards, they get stuck. Have you guys noticed that? Yeah, you don't have that problem with these cards. They fit in perfectly and they come out perfectly. So that is not something you're going to have a problem with. So right from the start, we have a really great deck, and it comes with a really nice box. Now, using the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle Guidebook is definitely something you will be turning to often when using this deck. And so my suggestion is to get familiar with the booklet right away. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have on crystals and gemstones. This little booklet, and yes, it's little, as small as it is, it's packed with a lot of great information. So regardless of how much information you already have on crystals and gemstones, this booklet is going to serve to enhance your already existing knowledge. Now, I want to show you something that is very, very cool about this booklet. In the first few pages, you're going to get to chapter 1. Of course, you know chapter 1's usually in the first few pages, right? But this chapter is about how you can apply the cards for healing and transformation. And so when we get over here onto page 19, we have first aid solutions. On the next page on 20, we have crystal healing affinities, and it talks about earthly vibrations, healing vibrations on chapter 1, page 22. So I mean, this is really cool. It shows you how to apply these cards and which crystals depending on what type of ailment you have or what type of energy you want to work with and bring into your awareness. So for example, turning back to page 19, right here it says anxiety or fear. So if you are facing anxiety or fear, it gives you 3 different crystals you can use in terms of weeding out, or at least mellowing out, your anxiety or fear. And here it says anandalite, amethyst, or the turquoise. And you can actually pull those from your card deck because these are infused with the power of crystals. These are going to have the same effect as if you were to have the actual crystals, because it's the same energy. This is harnessing the energy of the crystals. And so here it tells you what to do with it. So here you grab one of the, or all 3 of the cards, and it says face down over your solar plexus. So not only is it telling you which cards or which stones and crystals are best in dealing with anxiety or fear, it's also telling you exactly what to do with it. So that's pretty cool. And so it's got a great index that shows you how you can use these cards in different areas of your life. So that's something that I really liked. Over here, still in chapter 1, but on page 28 and 29, we have chakra imbalances. And so here we have a map of the different chakras. And when you turn the page, you're going to see which chakras associate with what part of your body and what part of your nervous system. And so over here we have laying on the cards for chakra balancing. So again, you're learning how to use these crystal cards to balance your chakras. So I thought that was really cool. That was something that I really found helpful and surprising in this deck, in this booklet, because I wasn't expecting to find so much practical information in here. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that, but you know, it was just a nice surprise to have all of that up front. So you have a lot of great information like that in here. Over here we have healing your environment, how to do a sunburst lattice, and it talks about how you can lay it in your home or in the environment. It even says, or place it in a map if you are working in a long distance, and it shows you how to create a distance healing sunburst lattice, and so that is also very cool. One of the things I should note is that you can use crystals in place of the cards when you do something like this as well. So if you have the actual crystals and you'd rather set those up, you can do that. But of course, if you don't have the crystals, you can use the cards, and of course you can use a blend of both to give it a stronger energy, stronger magnetic power. So if you have the cards and the crystals, then you know you've amplified its manifestation and healing power. So once we get over here more towards the back of the deck, well, I should show you, we have a lot of different lattices and layouts that you can use. So quite a bit over there, so that's pretty cool. Once we get to the back, we have the definitions of each card. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. So here it says Black Tourmaline, which is the very first card in this deck, and it tells us what black tourmaline is used for. And here it says black tourmaline absorbs negative energy and affords excellent energetic protection, enhancing your physical vitality. Then over here we have self-understanding. So what this card means, or what this crystal means if you pull it up during a reading, we have the divinatory meaning, and it also has the healing insight. On the bottom it has the frequency, so really that's kind of the element it's associated with, and here we have that it's earthy. Tells you which chakra it's aligned with. The timing is Capricorn, and then of course we have the soul path, and it says this one is appropriate energy, shielding, and enhancement. And so you're going to have this same profile for each of the cards. So it'll tell you what this, what each crystal or gemstone does, what the self-understanding is, what the divinatory meaning is, healing insight, and all of that good stuff for each and every one of the cards. Now let's go ahead and turn to the cards. So here we have the cards, and when I flip them over to their side, you can see they have this beautiful silver edging right here, and the cards are also color-coded into different multi-dimensional variations. So some of the variations are earthy, we have healing, we have cosmic, and once you look over the booklet, you're going to be able to tell which color code is associated with which multi-dimensional variation. So the cardstock is actually pretty nice if you want to shuffle these. They're thin enough where you can shuffle them pretty easily. One of the things that I was really excited about when I started working with this deck is even though it has the silver edging, they separate really easily right from the box. Other gilded decks don't do that. Sometimes when you start to separate them, you know, they start to tear or they bend, and you're not going to have that problem with these cards. These are very high quality cards. It's got a nice finish, it's a nice cardstock, they feel good, they shuffle easily, so no complaint there. These are great cards. So when we start looking through the cards, you're going to notice that they're actually very simple. We have a black background on each of the cards, and in the forefront we of course have the a picture of a gem or crystal that card is referring to, and on the bottom of each card we have the name of that crystal. So here we have a garnet or garnet, I'm not sure, a tiger's eye, and because this has a purple edging, we know that all of those are part of the cosmic multi-dimension. And so now we're moving into the healing dimension because we have the turquoise edges. So what's nice about this deck is if you have an interest in learning more about crystals, or if you're a beginner and you have no knowledge whatsoever, this is a great deck for people who are just starting out with crystals. One of the practices I believe would be great for you, whoops, forgot to show you 16. One of the practices that would be great for you is to simply take the cards each morning and shuffle them like so. And you can ask the universe, which crystals should I focus on today? Like, which one would bring about the most healing and transformation for the situations that I'm going to face, or for the vibration that I need to clear in my own life right now. So of course you can really ask whatever question you want, and then go ahead and shuffle and split if you want. And now we've got Carnelian. And so what I would do is, of course, flip on over to my book. I would look for Carnelian, which we would do over here in the table of contents. So since this is a purple card, I know that that is the earthy vibration. So here we go. And I need the Carnelian number 7, which is on page 64. So we'll turn to page 64. And there we go. It says Carnelian is creativity. Carnelian protects against glamours and spells, envy, and the evil eye, bringing good fortune to the wearer. It prevents blood from rushing to the head to cause precipitate action. We also have the self-understanding, the divination, and healing insights, as I showed you before. So, you know, I just did this spur of the moment. I haven't done this earlier with this deck, but I can tell you that this is actually dead on for some things that have been going on earlier today before I recorded this video. So I'm glad that I gave you guys this insight, because you really just kind of saw it in action, and you got to see firsthand how accurate this is. So that's a great thing for you guys to do if you want to learn more about these cards. It's a gentle way to, an easy way really, to get to know these different crystals and how they can apply to your life. So in addition to being a great learning deck, kind of like flashcards, it's an oracle deck too, so you are able to do actual fortune telling, and you're able to get guidance into a large variety of different situations that may be happening in your life. So I do feel that this deck is best for people who want to do chakra work, because crystals are very closely associated with chakras, and also people who are in a stage of transition in their life, because what crystals do as a whole is they help through any type of transformation anyway. They are known for tuning in to the vibration of any type of energy around you and either magnetizing it or clearing it. So in order for you to be able to get the most out of your crystals and out of your gemstones, it's imperative that you have a guide or a deck just like this one. So if you find that after working with this deck you want to know more about crystals, then you know this really kind of helps you to find your niche, doesn't it? And so you'll be able to look up the other books that Judy Hall has written regarding crystals and gemstones. In fact, she's, you know, crystals are kind of her thing. Not to brag or anything, but it's kind of what she's known for. So if you would like more information about this deck, you will want to visit WatkinsPublishing.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.